Y'all can feel it, can't you? Like, it feels like we're on the precipice of something. You know, funny thing is like for the longest time I thought it was just I'm on the precipice of something, but it's like you just feel the air, it's different. You know, you just feel the sun, it's different. You know, it's like, of course, like this is something I noticed when I like first began sun gazing. I'm looking at it right now. You know, when I first started sun gazing, it's like I got like a different connection with the sun. It's almost like finally giving attention to like the middle child of the family or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like yo, I've been here the entire time. I've been talking to you the entire time, but you've been ignoring me your entire life. But when you actually give it some attention, where attention goes, energy goes. But when your energy is intermingling with the thing that's literally giving energy to this world, to this planet, there's going to be some downloads, you know? There's something different going on. And I've been paying attention to a lot of people's theories, a lot of people's research, a lot of people's observations. The world is changing, whether you are aware of it or not. You know, you don't even have to be spiritual to like just know something is up. Something is like, something's either off or something big is about to happen. Something is about to happen. I do feel a little bit of personal though. Like I do feel like there are big things happening in my life. But then it's just like, it still feels bigger than me. And I feel like I finally stepped up to the plate of my role during this whole transition. You know, it's like I was explaining to someone earlier, and shout out to you because you actually put my mind in a really regal type of place. Where it's like I really felt like it's like, okay, it's time for me to step up and lead. You know, lead my people the way I lead. You know, it's like you don't have to follow my lead. You don't have to follow everything I say, but there's people that just rock with me. You know, and I guess we're a spirit family, we're a soul family, tribe, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're all friends here, we're all family here on this aspect, you know. For everybody that's aware of what's going on, it's a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a movie. And then when you know that you're divinely protected, you know, you're divinely led, you know, when Mother Nature's looking out for you, you know, Mother Cosmos is looking out for you, you know that no harm will fall upon you because you are always led by some higher deity other than yourself, you know, and you need to pay attention to that. And I don't mean necessarily deity, but entity. That's the word I meant to say, entity. You know, some type of entity higher than yourself, you know. And it's just one of those things. It's almost like walk, like how you say, like, you know, you're feeling around in the darkness, but it's almost like it's so bright that you have to do the same thing. But like wherever you go, it's the right direction. You're like, yo, okay, like I get it. I don't really know where I'm going, but y'all in the light. I trust you. And you never fall. You know, like having full faith in mental magic, having a full faith in your ancestors, having a full faith in like being divinely led and divinely protected, and no weapon formed against me shall prosper. The things in your mind, like the having faith and belief in all of that type of stuff brings you so much power. And it makes you feel like you're infinite. It makes you feel like you already have everything that you need. You really do. You have everything that you need, but you live in a world of abundance, so things just keep coming to you. When everyone's, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm waiting for the impending like economic collapse, but like, you know, while people are panicking or whatever, I'm positioning myself for after the collapse. You know, people are going to get so scared and, oh my God, what am I going to do? So you wouldn't be that scared right now if you really were about it. You know, whoever you pray to, why are you scared? They hear you, don't you? They hear you, don't they? So what you scared for? You prayed to God. You prayed to Jesus, Buddha, Allah, whoever. I don't care who you pray to. You know, you prayed to them, right? They hear everything you say, right? They always answer your prayers, right? So what you scared of? What you scared of? Are these situations, that little man on this planet, are these situations stronger than your beliefs? You gotta ask yourself that. You know? In this time where everyone's feeling the most powerless and half the world's feeling fear, half the world is feeling elevation, you know, I feel no fear whatsoever. Fear and God cannot exist in the same place. And I'm just a young guy slowly awakening more and more to my true power. That's just how I feel. Y'all can feel whatever, however you want, but you should be feeling powerful right now. Just a little bit of a thought for you. You know, are you scared right now? Why? Why? You scared that you're not going to have some money? Why? There's so many things happening right now. There's so many forces that you could tap into to alleviate all this fear from your psyche. And you choose fear. Love, fear, hate, anger, happiness, joy, bliss. All of these are choices. All of these are choices. Enter the state of the wish fulfilled. So you entered the state of fear. Why did you do that? You could have easily chosen joy, abundance, happiness, carefreeness. You could have picked all those, but you chose fear. With all of these resources, these invisible resources at your disposal, and because you don't know how to use them, you're just going to be assed out. You're just going to be out here scared. And, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Am I going to be okay? You know, when you operate by a different set of rules, the planet, your physical experience changes around your rules. You know, for example, right? My mom brainwashed me back in the day. My mom brainwashed me. You know, she always told me, like, whatever, if I ever tried to do anything sneaky, she told me this was a young kid. If I ever tried to do anything sneaky, if I ever tried to like hide something, she's gonna find out. But guess what? She planted a seed in my mind. You cheated, by the way. You cheated with that, Mom. But she planted a seed in my mind that I allowed to blossom. So no matter how slick I thought I was, somehow, some way, my mom always found out. If I got a bad grade in school, if I didn't bring back my report card, I legitimately forgot it. Jesus. I legitimately forgot my report card that day, or progress report, whatever. But anyway, you could be whatever. So anyway, it's like, but it don't matter what I did, you know, she always found out, which was wild to me. And it was actually kind of like a funny day. I was like, yo, hold on. Like, I remember, like, it was like a random day, like, before I even, like, spiritually woke up. And I was like, yo, my mom really put that in my mind, because once again, I was really big into neuroscience and psychology and sociology. So I was like, wait, she planted a seed in my mind. I need to change that. And then that's when my mom didn't find out how bad my grades were in college. They were terrible. They were terrible. You know, but I was just going through some things, and y'all know my story, or some of it, most of it. You know, but nevertheless, that's when I didn't have any guidance. That's when I was just running around lost in the darkness, not running around lost in the light. You can't really fail in the light, you know. But when I was lost in the darkness, my own personal hell. And once again, some of us are hip to the darkness energy is a good thing, but you know, you're talking about the bad part, the shadow work type of stuff. You know, like the lower vibrational version of my life. You know, it's like I had no guidance. I had no beliefs anymore. I told y'all I got rid of my beliefs in God, Jesus, all the above, because it wasn't working. You know, if you're doing anything in your life, and you're doing it over and over and over with no success, with no reward, with no sense of anything like actually getting accomplished, then you need to switch it up. And I'm not telling you, I'm not telling you what to do. You know, I'm just saying these are the decisions I made. And now I feel free more and more each day. I feel the grip of society loosening more and more and more. You know, it's weird. Like, even though it's like we're everything's getting locked down, closed down, this and that. Oh, this one's happening, blah, 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 blah. I'm starting to feel the urge to go live life. When everything's shutting down, I'm feeling it, and nothing's going to stop me from doing it. You know, it's like there's a few things I want to see, and I'm going to do them here shortly. You know, just because I want to. You know, who cares what the world's doing? This is my world. This is my experience. I make my experience what I want it to be. Wherever I go was meant for me to see. You know, and there's a reason why I'm being called to where I'm going to. You know, but y'all figure that out. Of course, I'll share that with y'all. But anyway, you know, you shouldn't be living with fear right now. You know, if you're divinely protected, if you're about your crystals, if you're about your spells, if you're about your affirmations, if you're about the self-improvement, if you're about the spiritual ascension, you good. Focus on that instead of focusing on something that you have no control over. You know, and as I've gone through this flow chart a couple of times, and I'm gonna keep on bringing it up. You know, a problem arises in your life. Can you do anything about it? Yes or no? Yes, I can do something about it. Then don't worry about it, because you could do something about it. So what you worried about? You got the solution. You know how to figure it out. An obstacle arises in your life. Can you do anything about it? No, I can't. This is completely out of my control. Then don't worry about it, because it's completely out of your control. You feel me? Whenever you feel asked out, whenever you feel like everything's abandoned you, whenever you feel like just that moment of lostness, just try manifesting it. Just see yourself finding the solution to something. Find yourself, but like just imagine yourself the solution to your problem has arisen in your life. An idea that you need will come to mind. Sure, for those of you that are beginners, you'll probably fail at this. You know, kind of like riding the bike. You didn't just hop on the bike and ride unless you're just a dope ass kid. You know, it's like you rode a little bit and you may have fell. But you get back up, you ride on the bike a little bit longer. You might wobble a little bit, you might fall over again. Next time you do it again, but this time you feel yourself about to wobble over and you put your leg down to keep yourself balanced. Over time, you get rid of the training wheels and now you're off to the races, right? That's kind of what it's like in the spiritual world, but you can find whatever route works for you. You don't have to care about manifestation. You really don't. You might be into some, Wicca. You might be into nature magic or something. You might be into just getting all of your messages from the birds or something. You go twinkle, 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 twinkle. A bird lands on your finger and you just communicate with it. I don't know. There's so many ways to be free. It's like you're almost trying to bottleneck. Like, hold on, let me give you an example. Thinking outside the box. I'm just chilling here. A lot of y'all are trying to find this one perfect spiritual route and you're just copying what everyone else is doing. You're trying to get through here. That's a bottleneck. We're in the spiritual world where you could do whatever it is that you want. Go around. Boom. Look at all that extra space for creativity. You feel me? Mix and match stuff. Yes, when you get into certain classes, certain mystery schools, certain practices, then it's very wise to get initiated into these things. Don't just go around messing with some stuff you ain't ready for now. You know what I mean? And use a little common sense. But you have so many ways that you can mix and match everything. That's exactly what I did. That's where I'm at now. Some of you might take a little bit more religion than me, than the spirituality. Some of you might take the spirituality over the religion. Some of you might say, screw both of those, and I find all of my truth through science. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I have the right to my opinion, just like how you do, But as long as we're all educating one another and we're just growing together, you're less alone. That's another reason to not be afraid. Yo, y'all tripping. You're choosing fear when there's all this happiness and carefreeness out here. I'm not perfect. I gotta remind myself too, just like I'm reminding you. But somebody's gotta say it. I guess it'll just be me. To the next one.